Hello viewers, this is Major General Neelendra Kumar for the video channel Lex Consilium Foundation and the playlist Going Strong in conversation with General VK Singh. You would recall that Major General VK Singh is a renowned military historian, author, and his book Leadership in the Indian Army, biography of 12 soldiers is a book that has received wide recognition for the deep research, information and interesting facts about these 12 eminent soldiers of Indian Army post-independence. Now, from this book I have selected a few questions for our conversation with General VK Singh. My first question to you is about Field Marshal SHFJ Manekshaw. He is popularly known as Sam. Now, how did he get this name? Would you like to tell this for our viewers?
Okay. As you know, Sam is a Parsi.
Yes.
And they have typical names. And Sam is not one of them. In fact, his name is quite long.
Yes.
But his first name was Cyrus.
Okay.
Initially. But one of his aunts, she was not happy with the name because somebody named Cyrus had been jailed.
Okay.
So she said it will be unlucky for my nephew. I don't want him to get a name like this. So the name given to him was Sam.
Yes.
And of course, as you know, he is known as Sam Bahadur also. That Bahadur was added after he joined the army because he joined the Gurkhas.
Okay, and they have
and
Bahadur is a very common name.
Common name among the Gurkhas. Yes. So he is also known as Sam Bahadur. Otherwise, everybody, including his children, his two daughters, used to call him Sam.
That's how he was known as.
That's how
and
he
was quite comfortable with that.
Everybody called him Sam.
Okay. Now, thank you. With this, we come to the second question relating to Field Marshal Manekshaw, and that relates to the Skeen Committee. Now, the Skeen Committee comes, it has been mentioned in his biography and in his career. What was the significance of the Skeen Committee?
Okay. The Skeen Committee was set up in 1925.
Okay.
You know, before that, officers used to be trained in Sandhurst.
The British officers who were to serve
British
in Indian Army as well as Indian.
As well as those
Yes.
Indians who
Yes.
had to serve in the army, they were sent to Sandhurst. Then the Skeen Committee recommended the establishment of an Indian Sandhurst. And to work out the details of the proposed, institution, Indian Military Committee was formed.
Indian Military Committee.
Yeah, and Indian Military College Committee was formed in 1931, and it was headed by Sir Philip Chetwood.
Oh, yeah. Sir Philip Chetwood,
yeah.
The famous Chetwood building
the famous
in the
Chetwood
IMA.
building in IMA.
Yes.
So they recommended that we can have a training institution on the lines of Sandhurst in UK, and various things were
suggestions were made.
Suggestions. They said, okay, we will, have the similar training which is there, and the training will be of 3 years duration. As you know, in NDA, it is still 3 years duration.
It is still 3 years at
And the age of entry will be 18 to 20 years. And on graduation, the officers will be given an Indian commission, which would be signed by the Viceroy. Now, the King's commission commission was signed by the King.
Okay.
And here, because they were Indians and the training was in India,
so the Viceroy signed the commission.
The Viceroy signed their commissions. And of course, some amount had to be paid by the trainees. 4,600 rupees were decided. And
so in a way, they purchased their commission. This was
No,
the amount.
This is not purchase. This is the cost of, like if you go to Doon school also you have to pay.
Yes, yes.
So similarly, this was treated like a school.
Yes.
So the way the people who were coming from outside,
Yes.
civilians, they had to pay. The ones who came from the army,
Yes.
there was certain quota from the army. There it was free.
Okay.
They didn't have to pay anything. And after commission, they will be given the rank of second lieutenant, which continued,
Till quite long.
Till quite long. I was commissioned as a second
Yes.
lieutenant. And now regarding the location, there were 3 short listed, and that is because Dehradun, Mau and Satara.
Okay.
Satara is a non-military
Maharashtra.
station.
Yes.
But it was still selected, but ultimately they went in from Dehradun, and the reason was that the climate is good.
Okay. Salubrious.
It is next to the PWRIMC.
Yes.
The Prince of Wales Royal Military College,
Yes.
which is still existing, had already been set up there. So that was also there, which would be the channel of entry to enter this. People will
Indian military
come
academy.
from PWRMC, and of course there was a railway staff college which
Okay.
located there, which was being vacated. So the accommodation was available.
Okay. That accommodation was used to start the.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
used. So that is why this Dehradun was selected.
And this all is as a result of report of the Skeen Committee.
Yeah.
That was headed by Chetwood.
No. The Skeen Committee was
Maybe by Skeen himself.
Yeah, by Skeen himself.
Yes.
And the Skeen Committee decided that to work out the details, they appointed another committee called the Indian Military College Committee.
That was headed by Chetwood.
That was headed by Chetwood.
So the this Indian Military Academy Committee,
Yeah.
or College Committee, headed by Chetwood, was as a follow-up of the Skeen
Of the
Committee
Skeen
in their
Committee.
instance.
Yes,
Okay.
follow up of the Skeen Committee.
Right. So this is all very interesting. Viewers, stay with us. This conversation with General VK Singh will continue.